Morning, gang. Oh, wrong date on there. Wrong date. Let me just adjust that. Ow, he started off and he's got the wrong date on there. I can see it now. There we go. Before you even open your mouth, I corrected that error. There's an error. I can't believe it. In the first few minutes of the show this morning, there is an error already. But never mind. We're here. Good morning to you. It's Monday, the 27th of January 2020. Welcome along to Lincolnshire and this morning's United Kingdom talk, boys and girls. Thank you so much, those of you that joined us yesterday. We had a great time last night at the bingo yesterday. And the best thing about all of it was that everyone who won was there. Do you know what I mean? So there was no delays when sometimes someone wins if they're at the top of the list and they don't turn up to claim the prize. So we have to carry on with the game and it all starts getting a bit elongated. Well, I've removed a few people, not as a punishment, just to clear up the list at the top there, who I don't think have been there. We haven't had any complaints yet, so not to worry. So that flowed lovely last night. And the winner of the main bingo game last night was Steph, and it just happened to be her birthday as well. So that was a nice ending to Steph's birthday yesterday, and she decided to have a white T-shirt, if I remember rightly. One of the prizes was T-shirts last night. Now, I do have some T-shirts, which you can buy £11, but not today, I'm afraid. I can't do that from where I am today. You have to wait for the weekend to do that, my darlings. All right, so great bingo show last night. We've got the raffle in today's show. Let's just say hello to a few of you joining us this morning. Always try and give everyone a name check, even if I can't read all your messages. Good morning to Luke Trott, Ray Reynolds, Jason Hughes, Stephen Petty, Tony King, Mick Davenport, Paul and Lou. Where's Mandy? I don't see... Oh, there she is down the bottom there. Paul and Lou, Michael Lawrence, Sean Pye, Mike Reese Ponto. Morning, Mikey. Have you started your videos yet? We're still waiting for you to start your videos. When are we going to see them? Mikey Mike. Morning, Mikey Mike. Gavin Bass. Good morning to young Gavin. Have you put up your Christmas backdrop yet, Gavin, or are you saving it for Christmas? Because he won the old Christmas backdrop the other week. I love these balloons. I just love these balloons. I think that's one of the best backdrops I've ever had there. Little balloons going up. I think someone said, are they balloons, or they said are they something else? I can't remember what else they thought they might be. Souls going up to heaven or something like that. Hopefully I won't become one of them too soon. You never know, do you? There is a new soul in heaven at the moment. It's one of the mice that was running around outside. Yes, we've got one in the trap. Whew. Not this morning. My brother-in-law came over to the caravan. I mean the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex at the weekend while I wasn't here. And removed one of the mice that we'd caught in the trap. I haven't checked yet this morning. I shall give you a full report in the next show, okay? If we found anything there. Fran Green, good morning. Fran Green is in charge of thumbs up on this channel, boys and girls. You'll notice Fran now and again practically on her knees begging to put thumbs up. So please do the thumbs up at the bottom there. There's Mandy at the bottom there, and that's it. Everyone's here this morning. So good morning to Diane Jebb in the house. Morning, Diane. She bought a T-shirt as well. Our Days Out. Good morning to you, sir. Our Days Out in the house. There's Colin K. Claire, thank goodness. I would hate to have missed a win. Did you win the other week and you didn't? No, you did win, didn't you? I can't remember now. Oh, it's so long ago. 2 minutes. It's like, you know, you played Monopoly 2 years ago. Do you remember who won that? Probably you, Claire. Probably you. Hello to LaBelle. Morning, LaBelle. It was LaBelle. She said they look like Easter eggs on the backdrop. Easter. Already available in the shops. Have you got your Easter eggs yet? They get smaller and smaller every year, don't they? I'm a big fan of cream eggs. I don't eat many of them. At all, but I love cream eggs. I believe they're doing, you know, like the tubs of celebrations and roses. I'm sure I saw somewhere they're doing those at Easter, but with cream eggs. Oh my God, how many of those could you get in a tin? Yes, please. Or well, not even tins now, are they? The plastic things, aren't they? Which we should use recycle as plant pots as well. Recycle those sweet things as plant pots. Make sure you put holes in the bottom. You don't want it all waterlogged. They all go. The roots all die if you get them waterlogged. You don't want any of that, dear. It's like standing in a swimming pool for too long. Or your feet start getting all crinkly and wrinkly. A bit like Ray Reynolds' face who's with us this morning. Mikey Mike, my live show is coming soon at last. Getting the right theme tune. No, you don't worry about all that, Mikey. Get going, dear. I didn't have theme tunes and little opening videos before I started. Get going. You're worrying about unnecessary things there. Yes, and then when you get it, send it up to BBC Upload. You never know, they might pick that up. Okay? Might pick it up there. Good. That's everyone so far, isn't it? There we are. Everyone's here. Marvellous. Brilliant. So that was the bingo show last night. Good journey up here after the show last night. The wonderful thing about travelling from my house to here rather than King's Cross to here is that I come through 1, 2, 3 sets of traffic lights leaving Bracknell, and then there are no more traffic lights for 100 or about 120 miles, 130 miles. Just straight through. M25, M1, A421 maybe, A1M, wonderful journey. 2 hours and 24 minutes, I think it took me to get up here last night. That's not breaking the speed limit. There's plenty of cameras that would catch me if I was. Don't worry about that. You know, soon I will be plastered on all the police vans. Mad speeder caught doing 72 mile an hour in a 70 mile an hour. Put him in prison now. No traffic light. Oh, it's so wonderful. When, of course, I'm coming from King's Cross, I get a lot of traffic lights until I hit that A1M. And then it's clear. Or is it the A1M? Yeah. Until where is it either? I think it's Barnet. I think Barnet is the last lot of traffic lights on a roundabout or somewhere very close to there. So that was it, a nice 100-mile thing there. Good morning to Brendan Brady fan. Morning to you. There's the lovely, delightful, still drop-dead gorgeous, not as drop-dead gorgeous as me, but drop-dead gorgeous is John Aitken, who's with us this morning as well. Morning to you. Morning to you. As I say, raffle later in the show today. Has anyone got fat fingers when they're working their mobile phone? You know, the amount of times now I seem to have to type a word in, or, you know, your PIN code. Sometimes I get to the third try, you know, and then, do you ever do that? You know, you got your PIN code, say it's 1115, you know, 1115, oh, incorrect PIN code, 2 tries left. I go, oh, incorrect PIN code, what? And then you go, 111 5, and then you double check it, and then you hit it. Does anyone else do that? I just keep hitting the wrong keys, or I must have really fat fingers. Do my fingers look fat to you? I think these fingers, can you just put your fingers on a diet and nothing else? I just need to lose weight in my fingers. Oh, you remember the geisha girls? You remember the geisha girls? Now, was that Japan or China? One of those two, I think it was. Geisha girls, they used to have bandages, didn't they, on their legs and other parts of their body to make them thin. Maybe I need to bandage all my fingers up. They could be geisha fingers. Geisha fingers, couldn't they? I keep hitting the wrong buttons all the time. I don't know why that is. Anyone else do that? Mick Davenport, has he had a slap this morning yet, Mandy? Do feel free to slap your husbands. If you've got husbands or wives, then do hit them as much as possible. They must be beaten into submission. Come on, Mandy. What do you mean he hasn't done anything wrong yet? Doesn't matter. It's him anyway. You know, in readiness for when he does something wrong. Go on, bash him. Bash him. Mick says I've got fat fingers. I should insure them. Perhaps me. What? Perhaps. John Aitken, I've cheered him up, calling him gorgeous. Of course you are, darling. Of course. Everyone is good. I don't know any ugly people. I know, except, of course, for all of my exes. It's so ugly. So ugly. In fact, I came across something to talk about on the Thursday chat show this week. We got the Thursday phone in. That'll be on Thursday, sometime starting between 7 and 9 o'clock. And we want to talk about your worst date ever. That's one of the things we're going to... Not now. Don't start typing away. Save it for Thursday. Have a good think, John. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised, John, if several people rung up about you being their worst date. In fact, I'm looking at the list of names in front of me here. Roy Brownlow, unfortunately, has appeared early on to the show. I'm trying to do the show earlier and earlier so that he's still in bed and doesn't have to join us first thing in the morning. But he's there. I can imagine a lot of exes ringing up about Roy Brownlow on Thursday night this week, saying that he was the worst ever date. I bet you don't buy him anything. Oh, incidentally, Roy, I did pull out a story for you. Oh, which I missed out. We didn't have time to do it yesterday. Just a minute. Let me see if I can find it. Fingers crossed. I'm just guessing. Just guessing. Ooh, yeah, got it. Got it. Lovely, lovely. Valentine's Day. Oh, hang on a minute. Perhaps not. No, that's not worked. Oh, damn. Valentine's, is it that one? Oh, no, can't find it. Oh, how annoying. Oh, I'm sure that was... Let's try that. Breakfast in bed, breakfast, Valentine's Day 2020. In Morrison's. Oh, is it down there? No, it's... it's not down there. Oh, what a shame. Is it? Got an idea for you, Roy Brown. I'm going to save you some. Here it is. Here it is. I've got the story. I've got the story. I've got the secret. This came out a couple of days ago. Hungry for Love. Hungry for Love. This story I've pulled out especially for Roy Brownlow, who is as tight as a duck's bottom. He really is. Morrison's is... Are you ready? Are you taking notes, Roy? Morrison's is bringing back its £15 Valentine's Day meal deal. And it includes a bottle of the supermarket's award-winning Prosecco. Here we go. Why spend the money? No, take her to Morrison's, mate. For that price, lovebirds can choose a starter main, 2 sides, dessert, plus a... Why does it say dessert? Pudding. Pudding. Roy Brownlow wouldn't be saying dessert. I don't say that. It's pudding, dear. Pudding. For that price, lovebirds can choose a starter, main, 2 sides, pudding, plus a drink with all the options taken from its premium The Best range. Oh, hang on a minute. Just a minute. I thought this was somewhere where you could take her. No, you've got to cook the blooming thing yourself. Oh, I didn't read it properly. Learn from that, Chris. Read the story first. I just saw the title and I thought you could take them into a Morrison's restaurant and get something for 15 quid. No, you've got to cook the thing yourself. Oh, well, we'll stop that story immediately. Apologies to you, Roy Brownlow. And enjoy that moment, because it's probably the only time I'll ever apologise to you for the idea. Look, he probably got really excited then. Very, very excited, only to have the excitement torn away from under him by me. But there you go. 15 quid buys you all the ingredients. You can probably do the same in Aldi or Lidl if you wanted to. Let's have a look here. Oh, you're talking to each other there again, are you? LaBelle, geishas are Chinese. Thank you very much, LaBelle. I wasn't sure. Geishas are Chinese. In the Middle Ages, they bounded their feet. It was a barbaric practice. It's also where the fairy tales of Cinderella originated. Oh, I didn't know that, but I think I need to bandage my fingers to make them less fat. Then I can do it. Mikey Mike's coming along to Central Station in April. Beware of that one, Mikey Mike. I'm away for a couple of days in April, but I can't remember where it is at the moment. Okay? Can't remember where that is at the moment. Morning to Trevor Campbell. He's taking his missus to McDonald's. I don't blame you, Trevor. Absolutely. Why? Can I recommend the little cheese things, whatever they are, the little cheese dip things? They are absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. We're carrying on, boys and girls. We're also carrying on with our Brexit song suggestions. As you know, Brexit is on Friday. Okay, 11 p.m. I wonder why it's 11 p.m. Why isn't it during the daytime? Why is it at night time? Why is it at night time? It's 11 p.m. on Friday. Is Brexit Day, boys and girls. And at that time, I'll be into the last hour of our karaoke night at Central Station. And we were looking the other day for suggestions for songs to sing at 11 o'clock. We have a lot of suggestions so far. We'll keep that going this week. As sent in by Simon Goff, who was also one of the winners at the bingo last night. He won, I think, a pen. Another Brexit song, Diana Ross, I'm Coming Out. I want the world to know that I love you so. But remember, we're only leaving the EU, the political organisation. We don't hate Europeans or anyone of any other race, creed or colour. We just don't want to be controlled by this organisation of dimwits, basically. That's what it's all about. Nothing to do with race or anything like that. Anyone says you're racist, just put them right. I can't bear that because they're all on it, that lot. I think they've given up now, most of them anyway. Chicago, if you leave me now, you take away the very heart of me. Ooh, 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 baby, please don't go. That's a good one. Chicago. The Motors, Forget About You. Can't say I know that one. Freddie Mercury, Living on My Own. And Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. and another one bites, and another one bites, and another one bites the dust. Oh, come on, enjoy yourselves, for Christ's sake. If you want to be miserable, just go and put on one of the breakfast channels. They'll have you upset. Or you can watch Victoria Derbyshire while she's still on, talking to another 5 or 6 victims of some sort. ABBA. Thank you, Simon. And Simon also suggests ABBA. And money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world. Are the things I could do if I had a little money. It's a rich man's world. It's a rich man's world. I can do that one. I might do that one. Who else is here this morning? Roy, Sex Pistols, Anarchy in the UK. It's always anarchy where you are. Trevor, I want to break free. Robert Lunn. One of my favourite songs. I like that one. Leave Right Now. I love that song. My nephew's there. Gary Butler has joined us this morning. Morning, Gary. John will be hosting, having the M&S Valentine's meal this year. Blooming delicious choices. And the other half always sends me a dozen roses. I can only ever dream of receiving a dozen roses. I have never, ever received... Oh, it's all very sad, really. Just a moment. It's very, very sad. I have never, ever received Valentine's roses ever in my life. And I think I've had in Valentine's no more than 5 cards all that time. I'm hated. People hate me. I am a hated person. No Valentine's cards. I'm so sad. Never mind, dear. Never mind. Birthday week next week, of course. I'm looking forward to that. Adam and his other half, they take me out to afternoon tea, and he's also thrown in a show. Going to see Mary Poppins as well at La Théâtre. I see I can do all the languages. I did French then. Did you hear that? I did French. La Théâtre. La Théâtre. Le Théâtre et la afternoon tea. There's a little bit of Chinese there as well. So I do French and Chinese. I'm going to the theatre, to La Théâtre et afternoon tea. See? So I do 2 languages there. You're impressed with that, aren't you? You're impressed with that? Yes. How's that virus coming along? Eh? Oh, 60 people have died now, haven't they? Hundreds are being infected. Very frightening. Claire. Midnight train to Georgia. Well, we're not going to Georgia, though, are we, Claire? You might have to change the word Georgia. I don't know what to. London? Thank you, Claire. Sinead O'Connor, nothing compares to you. No, thank you, Mandy. One of the most dreariest, depressing songs I've ever heard in my life. Awful song. Do you like it, Mandy? Awful song. Another one that needs to be banned from karaoke nights, although fortunately, I don't think anyone does that one anymore. They used to. Oh, it's another... Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you. Oh, that goes in the same book as I Will Always Love You and Hero by Mariah Carey. No, thank you. No, thank you very much. Fran likes the suggestion. I want to break free. Let's have a look there. Excellent choices there, everyone, boys and girls. Okay. So that's the latest Brexit song, as sent in by Mr. Simon Gill. Oh, I forgot his name now. Let's have a look at this. Simon Goff. Thank you very much, Simon. Simon often catches up on the recorded version of this programme a little bit later on. Unfortunately, this morning, I was on the Facebook and on the news stories, picking out a few little bits and pieces to read you this morning. And unfortunately, I've come across a couple of Doctor Who stories, what tells me what's in the show last night. So I'm a little bit disappointed to have seen those, to be honest. But that's my own fault for not watching it as soon as I got up here last night. Which I'm not going to... I won't reiterate them to you in case you haven't seen it yet. I wouldn't spoil it for you. But, yeah, always... You see, I never watch... You know, when you get to the end of the show now... and often some of these drama programmes... next week, and then they show a clip. Well, I never watched that Because I think, well, what's the point in that? You're going to know what's happened before it's even got there. So I never ever watch those little bits at the end there. I certainly, if I ever see like Doctor Who in the paper or something like that, and I haven't watched this week's programme, I won't read that. And the same when films come out and they tell you what's going to be in the film. I think it's a great shame, and I think it spoils it for people. Unfortunately, I came across a story in the Metro this morning, and I saw one of the people and the character they're going to play in this week's Doctor Who, which has already been on, but I haven't seen it yet. And I have to say, once again, it's one of my favourite actresses on the telly at the moment. This particular person is in quite a lot at the moment, and I think she's a brilliant actress, brilliant. But I'm not going to tell you any more about that, so you may well have already seen it. I see that ghastly. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's see anyone saying anything. Good morning, said Mr. SOS Gregorian, who hates Mondays. Well, that's why I'm here. Just bring a little bit of sparkle into your life on a Monday morning, SOS Gregorian. Just remember, I want you to just close your eyes and let me just take you back a couple of years before I was here with you on a Monday morning. How was it for you then? Yeah, I bet you felt suicidal on Mondays, didn't you? It must have been awful before I came along to spread a little bit of sparkle into your Monday mornings, perhaps. There's Steph. There she is. Bingo winner from last night. Good morning, Steph. Bingo winner for last night. All of the T-shirts were done and everything's in envelopes and things like that waiting to go off there. Okay, Roy Brownlow is going to kindly go to the graveyard and get me some roses. How kind. How kind of you, dear. How kind of you. All right. What else have we got here? Let me just scroll then. Oh, yes, that Thomas Markle's been on the telly again this morning. Oh, what a sad old individual that is. I wish he'd just curl up under a stone somewhere and leave his daughter alone. It's awful. He sits there... Oh, yeah, I've said sorry. He's talking to Piers Morgan. And actually, Piers was actually very gentle to him. I'm shocked. Shocked and horrified. Piers was so gentle to him. He's on his side. He's on Markle's side. And I quite like Piers, but blimey. And this bloke, he's on there, talking. Oh, I'm so sad, really. Oh, I've apologised to Harry and Markle so many times now. I don't know what else I can do. And he's got that sad face on. It's fake. It's all fake. Can't you see through it? He's as fake as anything. Leave her alone. I don't care. If she hates you, she hates you. That's all there is to it. Walk away and let them get on with their own lives. So there you are. You might want to watch that on the catch-up thing. Thomas Markle on the ITV and breakfast thing this morning. Oh, he's just horrible. What an awful man. Trying to bring your daughter just because she's famous. He wants the money. That's what it is. He wants the money. I mean, God help us. God help us if that marriage all goes wrong, which a lot of people are predicting. If that marriage all goes wrong, she'll probably go straight back to him, and then it really will hit the fan. You watch. You watch. It'd be awful. Be awful. And who's the other bloke I saw on ITV Breakfast this morning? That Andy Peters. You know Andy Peters? He used to do the children's BBC. He never looks any older, does he? He's just happy, happy, happy all the time. A little bit like myself. Happy. Happy, happy, happy at all times. That's Andy Peters. Never ever looks any older. Always has me smiling as well. Let's just scroll and have a little look there. Mr. Gregorian, can't remember how I felt before discovering your international show. I think I know how that must feel for you, SOS Gregorian. You were probably at the point of suicide at one point and then discovered my show. I am the reason that most people are alive in this country these days. Did you know that? Yes, even more alive after Brexit. Incidentally, keep an eye out for your Brexit 50p pieces. Some of them are worth a lot of money, but you need to have the ones with the incorrect date on them. So if it says January the 30th, is it the 31st? 1 minute. If it says January the 31st, nah, that's just worth 50p. If it says another date, it could be worth tens of thousands of pounds. And then you could send me more super chats. Minimum of £1,000 if you get that, please. Thank you. Tens of thousands of pounds some of these 50 pences are worth, aren't they? I'm sure I saw that somewhere there. Mandy says he doesn't care about his daughter. He just cares about the money. Absolutely, Mandy. Absolutely. I've said before how you can do that to your own child. You know, it's just awful. If the child doesn't want to know, leave them alone to get on with their own life. I'm sorry, that's what you have to do. You have to just bite the bullet, take the sadness and the unhappiness away with you, keep it to yourself, and let the child get on with their own life. That's it. That's what you have to do. Yeah, Fran, all of a sudden, because she's royal, he wants to cash in. Absolutely. I think it's disgusting. I'll tell you what else I think is disgusting. How the papers follow him around and get him on the telly and all that. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. Good morning. There's my sister, the delightful Sharon Butler. Morning, Sharon. Couldn't ever imagine treating my dad like that. Oh, you're on the side of the dad, are you? Okay, because I don't think we've talked about that, have we, Sharon? We haven't talked about that, sis. There's my sister. Shazby is in the house there. Mick, watching you, Chris, reminds me to go to the toilet. Well, it's a good job you don't have to, Mick, with that tube attached to you 24 hours a day. There's a lot to be said for catheters in this world. There's an awful lot to be said for catheters. People, they can sit there for they can go to the cinema. With their catheter attached. Something like that. And you can watch an entire film without having to leave the cinema and go to the toilet. I have to go twice, usually, when I'm at the cinema. It's most annoying. Unless, of course, I bought a very large thing of Coca-Cola. In which case, Always remember to take it out with you afterwards, though. Don't leave it there. Someone might drink it. Very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. John's watched the Markle interview. It was awful this morning. Yeah, dreadful. Dreadful. Mick, put Gemma Collins on Doctor Who so that the Daleks can exterminate they need one more than one Dalek. How do you think that laser from the Dalek's going to get through that? One won't be enough. They'll have to have several Daleks attacking. Several Daleks there. Right, okay, let's read a couple of stories. Here's the stories in the Sun there about Markle. We've done that now. Thomas Markle vows everything will come out as he confirms he will give evidence against Meg. He's going to go to court if that needs be. Going to go to court and talk about his daughter. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I couldn't ever see my dad doing it. My mum wouldn't have done that. But there you go. Anyway, let's move on to something a little bit more light-hearted, boys and girls. Glitter coffins. Are you almost at the point of death? Let's have a look at you. I think some of you are, to be honest, looking at the faces of you this morning. Some of you are close to death. Well, here is a suggestion for you. Glitter coffins. How wonderful. Thank you very much. I need help with my algorithms. Fran Green, please. Thank you, Fran. Thumbs up, please. Hit that little thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen there. Okay. All right. Roy Brownlow. He ignores me so I can say what I like. Okay, Roy? That's it. You're ignored for the rest of the show, which is very foolish to do that at this point because we haven't done the raffle tickets yet. And now you won't get one. You'll have to email in, Roy, as punishment. There will have to be pain and suffering. There you go. He only does that so that I come to that comment because it's attracted me. But now you've said that, I shall now ignore you and you will have your wish, dear. You will have your wish. You will have your wish. Incidentally, your T-shirt is in the envelope waiting to be posted out with all the other stuff, okay? LaBelle, you're such a man peeing in a cup at the cinema. Hello, Jason Hughes. Excuse me. Right, glitter coffins then. You can now choose between a huge range of glitter coffins to ensure your final send-off is over the top as you are. I wouldn't say I was over the top, really, would you? Would you? Would you say I was over the top? I don't think so. There's even sparkly ashes boxes for your pets. I mean, why go out normal? You know, in an old wooden coffin, all polished, and well, it's not even wood. I don't think it's even wood. MDF. Some of those coffins aren't very strong, you know. I've heard stories about people being carried either through the church or from the car to the church and the bottom falls out. Some people are more likely to fall out of the bottom of a coffin than others. Slimming World comes to mind. It says in the Daily Mirror this morning, it may not be something we like to think about, but death comes to us all, except of course for me. You know, I've been booked now by YouTube to be permanently on this programme. They want me to do 24-hour shows soon, where I just talk constantly for 24 hours, and dinner is brought to me, hopefully by my sister who can cook. It says, when your time comes, and it will. Again, I'm looking down the list. I can't see anyone on my list of chatters here this morning that's going to last more than another month or so. But when your time comes, and it will, why not go out in a completely over-the-top style, reflecting the kind of person you always were? The aptly named Glitter Coffin... I don't know what Father David would think of that. No, not Father David, it's Father Simon. I'm not quite sure how Father Simon would think about if I turned up in a glitter coffin for my funeral. I'll have to ask him in advance. When your time comes, and it will, why not go out in a completely over-the-top style, reflecting the kind of person you always were? The aptly named Glitter Coffin Company creates beautiful bespoke glitter and crystal coffins and caskets to make your final resting place as extra as you deserve. You know, and you might be lucky, you might have a little bit of money in the bank at that point, mightn't you? Why dish it out to children and members of the family when you can spend it on yourself and have a diamond-encrusted coffin? Just remember all your little children's faces, old and young. Watch as all that money is just put into the ground and shoved earth over it. Oh, you want to see tears? You do that and you will see tears. Ow, what about our inheritance? Unlucky, mate. Bye-bye. And down it goes into the ground. I would recommend also putting cement over the top, because people were likely to come back. Your children will probably come back at night and try and dig out the diamonds that are now encrusted around you. There's a huge range of glitter glitter. Ooh, that's noisy, isn't it? Did you hear that? Noisy old chair. There's a huge range of glitter colours available, from lilac, which is quite nice, to rose gold to pink, all of which are made to order and upholstered by hand. Who knew we would be so spoilt for choice? The UK-based company, we have a super chat coming in from... Oh, I'm not supposed to be saying your name now. However, super chats are more important than names. Thank you. Can you hear that? Oh, I haven't got my speakers turned up. You did that. £2 super chat from Roy Brownlow. Complained to stop bullying. Roy, please sign it. He just wants the attention order. You don't learn, do you, Roy? You don't learn. The more you comment, the less comments get read out. Could you not restrict yourself to just a couple of comments per show so that it gives everyone else a bit of a chance? Is that possible at all? Is that possible? Anyway, £2 super chat from Roy. What do you want to do with that, Roy? Are you having something for yourself or donating it to charity? I am a registered charity, incidentally. Let's go back there. Our glitters are made up of chunky crackle glitter, which catches the light beautifully, giving the ultimate sparkle effect on a sunny day or when the light catches the glitter flecks. It sounds absolutely delightful, I must say. For those who prefer not to be buried, you can also choose between a range of ashes boxes in similar shimmering finishes, coming in at only £169.99. So you can splash the cash one last time. There you go. Don't leave it to anyone. Get yourself a lovely diamond emeralds, rubies, all stuck to the side of your beautiful coffin. And watch those faces as you go into the ground, realising they're not going to get any of the cash. I love it. There's even an option for those pets of yours. Oh, we love our pets, don't we? My sister just lost a dog. There's even an option for pets, meaning your pampered pooch or fabulous feline can also be given a befitting send-off. I love it. The glamorous boxes will also set you back £170 with the option of added personalised engraving for an additional just £15. So for just £15, someone will come along and scratch your name into the surface, you know. That'd go quite nicely with the scratches that they find inside of coffins. You know they do that sometimes. They dig up coffins that have been buried years ago. I don't think any of the modern ones. Years ago. And they found scratches on the inside of the coffin lids. Very worrying. While we're on the subject of death, you may also like to know that you can now keep the tattoos and skin of a loved one when they die. How fabulous. I haven't got any tattoos. But if someone you love had died and you've got a tattoo, they've got a tattoo that you want to keep, well, they can now cut that off and give it to you. It says a father and son team came up with the idea after a friend told him he would like his ink preserved when he passes away. And now they offer a service offering families the chance to keep tattooed skin as a parchment-like artwork that they can hang in their homes in remembrance. So there we are. Anyone interested in one of those glitter coffins? Go on, spend the money on yourself. Don't leave it to anyone else. Spend it all on yourself. That's what I say. Spend it on yourself. Let's have a look down. Let's move down there. Claire, my aunt, died towards the end of last year and had the works. Horse-drawn white hearse, bagpipes. Oh, I'm not keen on bagpipes, Claire. Oh, that note. It's not so much the tune. It's that constant droning. A little bit like Roy Brownlow's Messages. It's like the constant droning that goes on and just doesn't give up or go away. It's the bass note, you know. When they do, you know, when you've got Scotland the Brave, that bit's all right. It's the bit at the bottom. If you was a smoker, you couldn't be a bagpipeist, could you? Is that the correct term? Bagpipeist or bagpiper? I'm not sure. Not sure what it is. There's one of our latest moderators, Gary Butler. Morning, Gary. 5 stickers, please, to my friend Jason Hughes. Jason, there you go, Jason. He's given you the stickers. Could you email me your full postal address? I have them here. I did bring a few envelopes and stamps and bits and pieces with me, just in case you wanted to buy them. Not the T-shirts, because they're a little bit more complex. But we have these. We are now selling the old fridge magnets. There you go. Old fridge magnets. £2 super chat for one of those. Old fridge magnets now being sold off. Today's raffle winner will be able to choose either the new fridge magnet, which is in green, okay, or the old one, which is in yellow. We are all about giving choices here. All about giving choices, just like political parties. All about giving choices, okay? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 fridge magnets left of the old sort. So if you want one of those, that's a £2 super chat. We have 2 of the old pens left. Only 2 left now. I'm a Chris Reardon super chatter. They're £2. There is key rings. They're £2.50 super chat. I think that's all that I've got. Oh, and the stickers, of course. And we got the stickers. Where are the stickers? Do you know, I keep losing these stickers. There's the stickers. Stickers available. 1 for £1 or 5 for £2. Okay, that's what do you call it? Merch. Mark Bowles calls it merch, doesn't it? He calls it merch. Any of those bits and pieces. That's what we got there. Okay. Good morning to Michael Palman. He was watching Home and Away. You and I belong together. I'm walking on air. Just to know, we are there. Hold your head up high. Da, da, da. Hope that one. I never watched Home and Away. I watched the first ever episode, Michael Pullman, of Neighbours when it was on BBC One Colour. I watched the first ever episode. I stayed with it. My favourite character, who you may not know actually, I think you might be a bit too young, Helen Daniels. Helen Daniels was my favourite character. Yep. Used to watch that all the time, and I just stopped watching it for some reason. I don't know why. Good morning to Heidi Oliver. Good morning, young Heidi. Welcome to our show. Jason, if we have a picture of Chris on our banger cars, we're going to be #1 targets on the track. Not necessarily. I think they will be. I think they will miss you. I think they will probably miss your car. If you see, it will be like protection, like a force field around you, a force field of good and happiness. That's what it is. Gavin's got his key ring. That's it. Gavin's got his key ring there. Michael, can you save my last t-shirt? Can't do anything from here, Michael. You'll have to tell me again on Saturday, okay? Remind me again on Saturday morning and I'll do that for you. There's only so many t-shirts. I only got I think it was 20. I only got 20 done. Okay, I only got 20 done. So just wait until Saturday and then let me know Saturday and you'll be able to do that Saturday, okay? Fran is half Scottish as well. Do you like bagpipes, Fran? Do you like them? Do you like bagpipes? As a matter of interest. Robert Lunn, do you receive 100% of Super Chat or just Google take any commission? I've heard it's 50%. It's not 50%, Robert. No, I certainly don't get 100% of Super Chat. I think it's 30% they take. So if you send £1, I get 70 pence. I think it's 30%. I'm not 100% sure on the exact figure, to be honest, but it might have been our friend Roy the Boy who told us it was... That's a different Roy. Roy the Boy who told us it was 30%, I think. Not 100% sure on that, no. Okay, all right. The T-shirts are 11 quid. Actually, at 11 quid, I'm probably making a little bit of a loss on those, but it doesn't matter. No, I just got the price one. You can't keep changing prices once that... It's not really too much of a problem. What I found... interesting enough is that often when people do a super chat for something and I might say it's £2, they usually send £2.99 or £2.50 as a sort of little tip as well, which is very, very kind, and I did thank people for that last night, which is completely unexpected, but thank you very much, those of you that do that. John says, we had a bagpiper for my mum's funeral. He attempted to play Flower of Scotland and my dad said he wouldn't know the tune if it bit him on the bum. I'd like to be bitten on the bum if there's any offers today. I do like a little bit of a nibble on my bum. That's quite nice. That's quite a nice sensation, I'm sure it is. Good morning to Yvonne Lemon joining us. Good morning, Yvonne. She watches Neighbours as well. That's it. Heidi knows the right words there, don't you, Heidi? Fran likes Home and Away. She watches Home and Away. They're both on Channel 5 now, I believe, aren't they, Fran? I think they are both on Channel 5. Not sure about that. Both on Channel 5 there. Okie doke. Now, here's an idea. Carpool lanes. Now, they have these, I know, in America. I don't know that. They must probably have them in other countries. We don't have these here yet, but I think they've been spoken about before. Well, in this morning's Metro, it says, a driver... Here's a great idea. This is a great idea to get around it. A driver using a carpool lane was caught with a fake skeleton dressed up to look like a passenger. What an excellent idea. An excellent idea. The 62-year-old was spotted in the high occupancy vehicle lane with the skeleton tied to the front passenger seat wearing a camouflage bucket hat. I love it. HOV lanes, high occupancy vehicle lanes, are reserved for cars with passengers to cut congestion. And it's an excellent idea. You know, when you're driving into London, most of those cars have got just one person in there. Which I suppose, you know, if the traffic's not too bad, that's okay. But in rush hours, really, you know, if you had like 4 or 5 passengers in every car, we'd probably all move around a lot easier. Wouldn't we? We'd probably all move around a lot easier. The Arizona Department of Public Safety says it catches 7,000 people violating... Oh, I like that word. Violating. Oh, I'd love to be violating the HOV rules every year. They later handed the driver a fine and posted a warning on Twitter to other motorists thinking of pulling the same stunt. I love it. I love it. He wasn't the first to try fooling officials, with one man caught last April driving alongside a mannequin wearing a baseball cap and sunglasses. Oh, you should go as a politician or a television star, shouldn't you? You get like a mask. You can get masks, can't you? sort of not the cardboard ones. You can get the cardboard ones off eBay. Various different people, like, I don't know, Robbie Williams and Margaret Thatcher, this cardboard mask thing going on there. But I think you can get these like rubberized things, and they look funny. I've seen the ones of the Queen. I don't look anything like her, to be honest. But the fact that there's a crown on it, it's got like a sort of larger sort of nose. No disrespect to Her Majesty, of course. I'm a big fan of the royals. You know, the proper, not the hangers-on, dear. The Queen. Yes, please. I like Camilla. I do like Camilla. I'm sorry. She's taken some stick over the years, but she never comments, does she? You see, that's the secret. Don't comment. Don't comment. I quite like Camilla. So the Queen, Charles, Camilla, William, and Kate. That's it. That, to me, is the royals. Princess Anne as well. I think Princess Anne's done an awful lot of good. I quite like Princess Anne. You know, never really liked Andrew. It's just something about him. And who's the other one? Edward. We don't hear anything from Edward either, do we? But to me, the royals are the Queen, you know, Duke of Edinburgh, Charles, Camilla, Wills, and Kate. That's the royals at the top there. That's to me is the royals. And who's the little one? Is it George, the little boy? Who's going to be after William? Would that be? Is it George? But I don't know what his name is now. I can't remember his name. So there we are. You know, a good way to get in the old carpool there. Get yourself a skeleton and dress it up. Possibly as your favourite pop star. Someone like that, okay? Sarah Ferguson, Jason Hughes. No, dear. No, not Sarah Ferguson. Oh, it's a new series of Home and Away, says Michael Pullman. I didn't think it ever ended. Do they have series? Does it stop then? I thought that was one of those programmes that never stops, sort of like EastEnders. It just goes on and on. A little bit like this show, let's be honest. You know, let's not wrap it up better than what it really is. Yvonne also is half Scottish. We had bagpipes played at our wedding by my nephew just over 25 years ago. Yeah, I'm really not keen on bagpipes at all. Philip is a royal and the corgis are. We like the corgis as well. Jason says Prince Andrew is a nice bloke as well. It's not really my cup of tea. Always looks like he needs a blooming good shower or a wash, doesn't he? Eh? Nearly raffle time, gang. Stand by for raffle time. Not get your tickets now. Raffle time where we actually do the raffle. The Doomsday clock is ticking forward. Another story from the Daily Mirror this morning. Yes, the Doomsday clock is designed to warn the public about how close we are to destroying the world with dangerous technologies. And it's moved a little bit closer. The Doomsday clock has now officially ticked forward by 20 seconds, taking the world closer to the apocalypse. The new hands are now set at 100 seconds to midnight. That's not even 2 minutes. I wouldn't be able to do a show. That just about covers our opening video, doesn't it? Worryingly, if we continue to lose 20 seconds every year, it means the apocalypse would be in 2025. But do not worry, boys and girls. United Kingdom Talk, television cameras, and your favourite television chat show host, me, will be there to cover the event and commentate as it's happening. We are hoping to fit in a raffle as well on that day, and possibly one game of bingo before the world blows up. The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists revealed that the news during a conference this afternoon. When was this? Let's have a look. Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Oh no, it was a couple of days ago. Yesterday, it was a few days ago. Worryingly, sorry, 1 minute. Having spent the last 6 months debating the decision with the Bulletin's board of sponsors, which includes 13 Nobel laureates, the clock is designed to warn the public about how close we are to destroying the world with dangerous technologies, including nuclear weapons and climate change. Someone said the nuclear and climate conditions are worsening. It would be a privilege and pleasure to move the hands of the clock backwards, but that isn't the case. It's getting closer. It's getting closer than closer. Rosie Gaines, excellent song. Closer than closer, closer than closer. They long to be close to you. Go close to you. The Carpenters, that one. So not long to go now before we're all dead. Never mind, eh? Never mind. Claire. It will be a sad day when the Queen dies. She has been an amazing, very committed woman. She will be, Claire, right up to the day she goes. I love the Queen. I absolutely love the Queen. I think she's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Good. Michael, I wonder what Australia would do once the Queen will go. I think Australia will become a republic. I think you probably will, actually, Michael. I think once the Queen goes, I think it's not looking too good for the royal family. I'd like to think that it carries on, but I'm not so sure it will. You know? Not so sure it will. Never mind, eh? All right. Shall we do the raffle? Let's do the raffle. Okay, raffle time, boys and girls. It's time for this week's raffle. Let me move my microphone for you. There you go. You can see all those raffle tickets there. Why have I got that email still up there? Let's get rid of that. It's in the way, isn't it? Get that email up there. And we have our drum rolls standing by. Okay, gang. It's time for the raffle. Who's going to win either the brand new green 2020 fridge magnets or one, not yet, no, we're not asking for tickets yet, dear, or one of the yellow ones. One of the yellow ones, dear. One of the yellow ones, okay? Alrighty. Alrighty. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. It's nearly time for the drum roll. So here's all your tickets. They're all here. They're all here. Okay. Let's mix those tickets. Every single ticket that you've asked for is here right now, boys and girls. We're just going to leave right now. I think this is an ideal opportunity for me to sing a whole song while I'm mixing the tickets. I like this. I like... Thank you, Jason. Jason piling in there, telling people off. I love it. I love it. It's draw time, boys and girls. Good day to Jack Matthews joining us. Morning to you, Jack. Morning. Nothing jumped out, did it? Right, here we go. Here comes the drum roll. It's time to find out. Here it is. Ticket number 559. Ticket number 559. Who's claiming ticket number 559? Would you have a look, please? Who's got ticket number 559? Anyone know? I hope you've written down your numbers. There might not be a name on the back. Ticket number 559. Who is that, please? Let's see who it is. Ticket number 559. And while you're checking all your tickets that I know you've all written down carefully on little bits of paper so that you don't lose them. Britain in the metro this morning has got so bad KFC now need protection with metal bars. Isn't it awful? It's just horrendous. Now, I've seen a similar thing in the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Clapham. Now, I used to go in there because they did the most delicious ice creams. Absolutely delicious ice creams. But I was in this on more than one occasion and they talked to the staff, lovely Asian boys working in there. They talked to the staff like dirt, the customers. Awful, dreadful, ghastly people. Get me chips. I want more chips. Rude. And I've seen bouncers on the door outside. I've seen them outside Subway. I mean, what has it come to that we've got to have bouncers outside some of these places? Well, in the Metro, it says bouncers on the door at your local takeaway is just one thing, but it got so bad for staff at KFC in Birmingham that they have now had to serve chicken through a metal security ring. Awful. The safety measure was reportedly put in place at Moreland Avenue branch after a young woman leapt over the counter to attack a staff member in the kitchen. This is what's going on in these places. I wouldn't want to work anywhere like that or in any shop anymore. Come on, who's won this ticket? There seems to be a lot of people claiming there. Photos show chunky metal bars have now been bolted to the ceiling and counter, holding 5 rows of wiring stretched across with gaps just about big enough to pass a family bucket through. More importantly, they are small enough to present any potential attacks coming from other directions. So it's just like a bank. It's like a bank. And they're just about able to get this bucket of chicken. People sit there eating them buckets of chicken, don't they? It's awful. It says several Midland fast food restaurants have now taken extra security measures to protect staff and customers from yobs in recent years. I think it's absolutely horrendous. And perhaps that's... have you got that where you are? I don't know where you are in the world. Have you ever gone to a fast food place or driven past one or walked past one and they got bouncers outside? Huh? And it can only get worse, I suppose. Another KFC as well as McDonald's in Walsall Town Centre hired doormen to patrol the entrances over similar incidents. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. So there we are. Right, let's see if anyone's claimed this raffle. Perhaps I'll keep the fridge magnet for myself. Look at all these people claiming for the ticket. They don't even know what the numbers are. Honestly. Look, can't remember my ticket number. I mean, why am I bothering? You know, you don't seem to go to the bother of writing the tickets down. I'm not sure that I can be bothered to turn the ticket over and see who's won. You know. Ticket number 559. It's Sean Putt. Oh, can you see that? You can just about see that. The light's on it, isn't it? It's a bit, maybe it'll be better on there. Just a minute. Can you see that better on there or not? No, you can't. That's better. That's even worse, isn't it? Sean Pye. Can you see that there? Sean Pye. Yes, you can now. Sean Pye is the winner. Oh, the fridge magnet this morning. Is he with us today, Sean? I don't think he's with us this morning. Sean? Sean, if you're there, please speak now. Jason's got his numbers written down at home. Oh, dear me. No, Sean. Sean Pye here this morning. He was there last night. Not there, is he? I don't think he's there. But never mind. I'll put those over here. You don't have to worry too much about these. You don't have to claim them here and now. You just check back on the show if you ever want to see who's won the raffle ticket. That's fine. Okay, so that'll sit there for Sean Pye. Someone let him know. Just email me. Tell him to email me the post address, and I'll get that in the post for him forthwith. One more story, and then we give out this week's raffle tickets, boys and girls. You can now name a cockroach after your ex to celebrate Valentine's Day. Now, I'm sure this story has been around before, boys and girls. But nevertheless, for just £1.50 in this morning's Daily Mirror, for just £1.50, Hemsley Conservation Centre is giving you the chance for broken-hearted singletons. Are you broken-hearted? Where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Yes, the Super Draw will be on Saturday this week. Saturday will be the Super Draw. Broken-hearted singletons to name one of their creepy crawlies after an ex. And it's all for a good cause. So have a little think about your ex or exes. You know. Would you like to name a cockroach after them? I bet you would. I bet you would. Valentine's Day couldn't come at a worse time if you recently split up with your significant other. Oh, my heart goes out for you. Although you may be planning on serving up a cold dish of revenge rather than a romantic meal, Hemsley Conservation Centre is providing an output for your anger by giving you the chance to forever link one creature that makes your skin crawl to another. For just £1.50, it's even cheaper than my Super Chats. For just £1.50, you can name one of the centre's resident cockroaches after your ex or a friend's to cheer them up to mark Valentine's Day in the most appropriate way possible. Deciding against the option of adopting a cockroach because no one wants to replace one insect with another, the centre will allow broken-hearted singletons to put it all behind them using its name, a cockroach programme. Not only will you receive a certificate immortalising them in their true form and a quiz to compare your former flame to a cockroach, all the money raised will go towards funding projects at the zoo. Are you liking the idea of this? Go on, who are you going to name after a cockroach? Let's see who's the first person to say me. After seeing the idea prove to be a hit last year, I thought this had been round before. A statement on the website reads, for those that don't quite require revenge, there's another way to make you feel better about getting back at your ex on Valentine's Day. The organisation is offering the chance to name a cockroach in honour of your friend's worthless ex-someone on this special holiday of love for just £1.50. I love it! It doesn't look like there'll be short on customers as many took to social media to voice their support for the idea. So there you go. If you've got... thank you, Roy. I've got an email from you there. Yes, if you want to name your ex or cockroach after your ex, there's an excellent idea for you there, I think. And I think there'll be one or two names on there that I know. All right. Okay, let's just do your messages and then we'll do the tickets there this morning. Paul and Lou, have I said hello to Paul and Lou yet? Good morning, Paul and Lou. Sometimes I've read the same names a couple of times. Oh, there's Sean. Sean, what's a fix? Sean, you won the bingo this morning. Okay. Do you want the old fridge magnet, which is the yellow one, or the brand new sparkling green one? It's up to you. We've only got a couple of these yellow ones left. Okay. So yellow or green. What's it going to be, Sean? Let's just. Scroll there. One moment, please. There we are. Sean, he wants the new fridge magnet. Okay, the new fridge magnet is yours, Sean. Can you email me your full postal address, and that will go in the post. I've got some envelopes here as well, so that can get done while I'm up here. All right. Steph, what an absolute cockroach of an idea. I love it. Cockroach dickhead Darren has a good ring to it. Mandy, you are naughty, dear. My ex Sarah pitch cockroach. Oh, I knew we'd start something off with that one. All the names are coming out now, aren't they? No bingo today, Fran. All the names are coming out now. Okay, let's do these raffle tickets. Who wants a raffle ticket for next week's? Oh, hang on a minute. Where am I going to put those tickets now? I've got to put those somewhere. I need to put those tickets somewhere else. Okay, I'll do that when I finish the show, I think. I've got nowhere to put the other tickets ready for the Super Draw on Saturday. Oh, there's a box there. What's in that box? Oh, well, can I put them in it? No, they get... Just a minute. My TP Link router box. Let's use this. Let's put those in there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just another excellent idea from myself, Chris Reardon. Why rely on other people when you can do it all yourself? That's what I say. Oh, there's a little cable here. What's this for? I found a little cable. Oh, it's one of those computer cables. It's a bit small. Where can that go? Look how small that is. It's like when you buy an iron or a kettle. There's like a 1-inch cable on the bottom of it. Useless, isn't it? Right, so maybe I'll use that on. I'll have a look for something else. That's not big enough. I should have bought my box of tickets, but I've got to put those in for the old tickets. All go into another box now, and we have a super draw on Saturday. We have an extra raffle, okay, once a month at whatever's closest to the X of the month. Which will be Saturday. Should be Friday, but I don't have the box up here, so we'll have to do that from the first, which I think is the first Saturday. I think it's Saturday the first. Right, let's just get sorted. And I do your raffle tickets. You're entitled to one raffle ticket per show. Okay, please only ask once. When I get to the bottom of the list, I'll say I've got to the bottom of the list, and if I missed anyone out, all you got to do is say, ticket please, and I'll happily do that. Okay. Righty-ho. Now, let's just scroll. Where do we start? John's got many exes I would call cockroaches, but I'm not bitter enough. I'm sure you're not, dear. Okay, and there we are. SOS Gregorian. Thank you, sir. 7-7. Is that 7-7 or 7-1? 7-1-1. SOS Gregorian. 7-1-1. Jason Hughes. 7-1-2. Mark Bowles, 713. Paul and Lou, 714. Trevor Campbell, 715. Oh, I think I got the tickets out of order here. Never mind. 706. So that's Trevor there. John Aitken, 706. I got the tickets in the wrong order, which doesn't matter at all, actually. John Aitken, 706. 707 for Fran Green. Michael Lawrence, 708. 709 for Claire. 710 for Steph. Then, what are we going now with? 701 for Michael Pullman. Excuse me, I've got itchy nose. There's Mandy, 702. Mandy, 702. Where are we? Colin, 703. Colin K, 703. Roy Brownlow, 704. Tony King, 705. What's the next number? 696. Okay, 696 for Gavin Bass. Was that 696 for Gavin? Don't worry about the numbers being out of order. It makes no difference when they go into the pot. All right, my darlings. Oh, who was that then? Gavin Bass. Where's Gavin gone? Scroll up there. There we are. Diane Jebb, 697. 697 for lovely Diane. Heidi is going to have her breakfast, 698. Robert Lunn, 699. LaBelle, number 700 for LaBelle. Sharon, what are you getting? 691 for Sharon. Ross Herndine, 692. Jack Matthews, 693. Yvonne Lemon, 694. Sean Pye, 695. Today's winner. Oops. Sean Pye, 695. I meant to bring my other blue jacket up and I've blooming forgotten it, and I'm so disappointed with myself. You know that nice blue one? I wanted to wear that today, but there you go. I haven't got it. And we're going to 686 now for Sean. Mick Davenport. Put those there like that. 686 for Mick. Gary Butler, 687. Pigeons. We love pigeons. Oh, I've got my sticky traps, Gary. Got the sticky traps. Let's have a look. Is that everyone? Mick, Pigeon. Alan Wainwright. Good morning, Alan. Or have you just been to the doctors, mate? What you had done there? Nothing too bad, I hope. Hope you're all right there, Alan. Alan Wainwright, 688. Alan. There we are. Alan Wainwright. 688. 689. Oh, where do we get to? Alan Wainwright. There's Alan. There's that. Donors of. Is that it? The jacket. Oh, you like this one, do you? No, I've got this other one that's like a really nice blue, and I meant to bring that up today, but I've completely forgotten it. Okay, I think I've got to the end of the raffle tickets today. If I've missed you out, then please let us know. Oh, Alan's had a checkup. Was that something that you don't say what you've got, obviously, but was that like the sort of over 50s MOT type thing? Is that what that is? I've got to pop to the hospital next week, I think, to do some more bloods because there was a funny result came in. Always a bit of a worry, but a funny result came in, so I've got to go to the hospital next. I think it's Monday next week, and then I go and see the bloke the week. I see the Dr. Mike the week after. Thank you, Sean. I've got your email there. Good. That's it. There is it. Free shoes for the mice. I like that one. Right, let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. Where are the birthdays? Hang on a moment. One moment, please. Birthdays on this, was it Monday the 27th of January 2022. Katie Ann Patterson, a very young 55 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Katie. All right, Katie, 55 today. Miles Richard Edward, who does photos in pants and looks very good for them. Good morning, Miles, 39 years old. Oh, I've got another story to tell you, yeah? I nearly forgot another story. Hang on, I need to prepare for this one. If it's working as it was earlier, because I think something's gone wrong. One minute. Let's just... Oh, no, it's working again now. It seems to be working again now. Oh, well, I'll leave that then. I guess, I suppose. I don't know. 1 minute. I'll leave that. No, it was my Plenty of Fish told me that there was no one around. I seem to have run out of people on Plenty of Fish. I don't understand how that's... I flicked through so many now that it told me there wasn't any more. Does that happen? I seem to have run out of people on Plenty of Fish. How does that work? See? It's pointless. Pointless. Back to the birthdays. So happy birthday to you, Miles. 39 today. Norman Scott. Good morning, Norman. Norman was a massive DJ. He was a massive, massive DJ. And Norman has met everyone. When I say everyone, the Supremes, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Norman has met everyone. Happy birthday to you today, Norman. 79 years old. Ray Reynolds was telling me you haven't been too well recently, but good luck to you. Norman Scott, who I've only met him once. Wonderful chap. Happy birthday to Norman Scott, 79 years old today. Domonique Hessler. Morning, Domonique. She pops onto the show sometimes. Is 32 years old today. Mykal Forley. Happy birthday to Mykal for you. And finally, Bob Dow's birthday today. So happy birthday to you all, boys and girls, all right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. There we are. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Was it an over 50s MO2 type thing, was it, Steph? Yeah, I've had one of those. I wish I hadn't gone, to be honest. No, apparently I've got very low percentage chances of getting various different things. I don't know. Alan Wainwright, there's a cod shortage in the North Sea. You've had more than your quota. Wait until Brexit. I love it. All right, that's it for the show this morning. Thanks so much for joining us, boys and girls. Something I'm hoping will happen early this afternoon, and if it does, I'll be posting a little recorded video up on both on YouTube and on Facebook to tell you about it. Okay, and if it does happen, you'll see the result of that tonight, or it might not. Okay, if it doesn't happen, I'll tell you it didn't happen, and I won't. That's it. We'll leave it at that. But that's why I'm up here. Okay. that's why I'm up here to do that. All right. So fingers crossed something will happen. If not, doesn't matter. And hopefully I'll see you again at some point tomorrow. Have a lovely day, boys and girls. Keep an eye out for that little recorded video at some point, maybe this afternoon or maybe not. Not quite sure what. If not, I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Have a nice day. Bye bye now.